This next question comes from Kate, who writes, "Hey, John and Hank, recently I've been seeing a lot of YouTube videos of celebrity voices singing songs they never sang before, claiming that they used AI to do that, but they sound really real." Yeah. They have AI do it, and it does sound really real. It sounds so real that when Drake did this, when Drake had Tupac rap using AI, it made Kendrick Lamar so mad that Kendrick Lamar ruined Drake's life.
Is that how that happened?
That's basically, I don't want to oversimplify the whole beef, but like Kendrick Lamar like went from like, this is a 30 out of 100 rap battle to, oh gosh, I guess it's 100 out of 100 rap battle. Anyway, does this mean that we could potentially have John sing Hank's Harry Potter songs in the near future? Oh. How do they do this? Is it really AI? I know there are deepfake videos, but this sounds really real. I'm worried that the implications are pretty serious. Like maybe governments can frame someone with evidence of fake voice recording. Please prove me wrong. Pumpkins and penguins. Kate, I have terrible news, Kate.
Yeah. I've got good news and bad news.
Okay, what's the good news?
My good news is that I don't think that anybody's going to I think that like a totalitarian government could use this to frame people. I think that in our society, it's unlikely to be used in that way. But how it's very likely to be used is to call everything into question. So that if someone does say something, then you can just say, oh, they made him say that. And like we already kind of live in that world where people like over edit.
People
a
always
piece
say
of media
like I got hacked.
It's just like that's just a hack. Oh, that's fake. You could like everything can be fake. That's I've been working on a video about this. Like you can and I constantly see people now see real things and then say that's AI. And I'm like, oh great. So now we have no idea what's real or not. And my job becomes very complex because all I have to do all day long is just like figure out whether things are true or not and post that. And then like I could do that all the time as my job full time.
It's not so much that we can't tell what's fake. It's that we can't tell what's real.
Yeah.
That's when the more disturbing part of it to me. Real.
Yeah. And that seems to so far be the bigger problem where it's just like no one believes anything and everything can be called into question. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how it works, of course. It listens to a lot of that person's voice and then it can recreate the voice. And there's a thing like you can go do this with John or I's voice right now at Character AI. Yep. And like it is so inexcusable that they did that.
To be clear, you can do it right now, but we in no way gave our permission for it to happen.
No. And here's a wild thing. Google bought that company. So they were like, this is okay enough. Like the fact that you set up like a system that like allows for this to happen and did nothing to stop it is not immoral enough for us to not want to acquire your team. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, I guess. Are you like, where are we at? That we have to move so fast that you don't care.
Well, I think you've identified the issue, Hank, which is that we have to move so fast. And if you don't move so fast, then someone else will move fast. And there's no regulatory body or anything to stop you from moving fast. And this technology gets better very quickly. And if you aren't in the group of people who are helping it get better, then you're getting further and further behind, which is something Google feels like it can't afford to do. And that's just the reality that we're living in, where corporations have a tremendous amount of power, but they also have a tremendous amount of fear, the fear that they're going to be left behind as new technologies crest wave after wave after wave over us. Mm-hmm. Or to put it another way, have wave after wave crash on us.
In us, over us, under us, above us.
There you go.
Of us.
Around us.
The waves of us are crashing into and upon us. I am worried. I've been saying for a long time, and like it's such a like a like it's the easiest way I can say it. Sounds so contrived, but it is simply that the robot wars will be fought by humans. We thought that we would create robots who would have their own like goals and wants, and they would come and put us in the Matrix or Terminator to blow us up. But what in fact will happen is that the robots will just get good at controlling humans, and the humans will be the ones pulling the trigger at the humans. Or, we will also have things.
We'll also use robots.
We will also use robots. but
we'll
it will be us using
to kill
them.
Humans.
It will just be us being like, I just think that we're already in a world where information environments are so segregated, and that is being done platform to platform. And so it's one of the reasons why I feel weird about leaving Twitter, is because I feel like I'm just abandoning that place to become its own segregated information environment, with nobody pushing back on me and mine, and no one pushing back on them and theirs. And then you just have different people existing, being controlled by different algorithms that are giving them the stuff that sort of confirms them and makes them feel good, and also makes them feel outraged about the things that they're already outraged about. And then the
only thing I'd push back there, Hank, is that is not why you don't leave Twitter.
Sure. That's not.
You don't leave Twitter because you're addicted to it. Yeah. I think if you were acting rationally, you would leave Twitter.
Yeah. No, for sure. And not because it's bad, but because sure, it's bad, but also because I've got better stuff to do.
Yeah. It's just not a good use of your time.
Yeah. But I do legitimately worry that we're kind of setting ourselves up to have, for each of these little places to have its own little god. That is the algorithm.
Right.
That it was so cute when it was I'm on Frogtok, but now there's sort of there's kind of a god of Democrat Twitter and a god of Republican Twitter. And
there's sort of a god of Frogtok.
Though I think the god of Frogtok is probably great. It's probably a frog.
Absolutely. And I'm not saying we can't have benevolent gods. We have lots of them. It's just that if we're going to have lots and lots and lots of gods, we're going to have lots and lots of disagreement over which gods to worship and when to worship them. And most of all, we're going to forget that there's a god in control of Frogtok. That if you...
Or we never realize it. I think that...
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, AI freaks Hank and I out, but it's also hard to know if we're old men yelling at clouds.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely feel like I have to engage with it, because it doesn't feel like a lot of recent tech stuff has felt like, hey, Hank, aren't you interested in this? And it's no, definitely not. That's silly. You just reinvented gambling. But this feels like it just feels
super
necessary to pay attention to.
The moment I had actually was spreadsheet related, where I asked ChatGPT to make a spreadsheet of a bunch of information that I had gathered, because I knew it was going to take me forever, and it just made the spreadsheet, and it made it better than I could have made it. And then I was like, uh-oh, yoinks.
Yeah. No, it's good at certain things, but also you have to check absolutely everything it does, which is annoying.
You know who else is good at certain things, but you have to check everything they do? Me. Me.